Hello, and welcome to another episode of Freshly Baked Nightmares. I'm one of your hosts, Cece.
And I'm MC, and we're here to retell nightmare stories of working with the public.
Last episode was amazing, MC.
First ever fan submission episode. Was so excited.
It was super fun.
If you haven't checked it out yet, finish this episode and then go check it out.
Yes, go check out all of our episodes. They're all pretty awesome, but the fan submission one
was
sublime.
Piece of cake. Primo delish.
Sublime. Loved it. Super fun. We love hearing stories from you guys. We love having a community. We want to build this community up. So please send us your stories.
And they don't always have to be nightmares. They could be good stories too. We'll take all kinds.
We take all kinds of cookies and milks here. So let's get into some nightmares. Today we are talking about
messes
in the store. Because for some reason, customers like to make messes in the store.
I want to know where this habit got picked up at, because you look at history back in the day, this was never a problem.
First of all, I'm not your mama. I'm not trying to clean up after you.
I ain't paid enough.
Oh, definitely don't get paid enough. Do not for you to be making messes in the store. No.
Nope.
And see, we just had a mess in the store. I wasn't there, but you just had a mess in the store.
Oh yeah,
very recently. That was very irritating.
Very obnoxious. Very rude. Don't know if it was the parent who was with the child or if it was the child themselves.
Oh no!
But they decided to open an entire bottle of paint, pour it on the shelf, and then add glitter. At first, we thought it was the glitter paint we sold.
No.
But then when we saw how small the flecks were and the empty bottle of a glitter tube, we were like, no.
Are you serious?
Yes.
A whole bottle
of paint and a whole bottle of glitter.
Who doesn't stop their child from... Oh my goodness.
That's why we don't know if it was the child or if it was the parent.
Who does that? Like, really?
I get you want to see how it's going to look with the glitter in the paint.
But don't do that.
But don't open it and put the two together on a shelf. We have paints that are the same colors as what they were using that are already glitter paints. Just grab that bottle and look at it through the see-through packaging.
I cannot believe. I literally do not understand. Like, why? Just why? Why? I understand that people like to like see things, but you did not pay for that. You're not going to pay for it because you're going to run away from it.
Out. Luckily, we had one of them clear wrappers you can put over a shelf. So we just picked that up and threw the whole thing in the trash and didn't have to wipe down a shelf.
Because that's absolutely... I'm so speechless right now because I'm just so frustrated.
Because think about it. The shelves have them little holes in it for us to put fencing and stuff. Imagine the paint and the glitter spilling into that and then the product below it. That would have been so much damage.
We would have had to damage stuff out, and then we would have gotten... ripped a new one just because like we did it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate that's horrible. Like, I hate that so much because you as a customer just don't realize how much we have to go to the store to just keep it clean, because we're not... First of all, we're short-staffed at our store that we work at. So it's already not that many of us. So we don't even find that sometimes until...
Like a day, 3 days later.
Yeah, because we
don't have a reason to go down that aisle right away.
We get hours cut, so we have to just hurry up and do stuff.
We forget about it if we see it.
Exactly. Like, we have to do other things in the store, and we have to like hurry up and get stuff and get us out of the store so, we can have the hours that we need and want, and that just causes more chaos. And then if we have our higher ups come in the store,
it looks bad if it's still sitting there.
Exactly. And we're like, well, we didn't know about it, but that just grinds my gears. Something other crumbles my cookie. I gotta stop saying grind my gears.
Yeah.
Crumbles my cookie. Something else that crumbles my cookie is people opening packages, like what you just said, but opening packages, spilling it everywhere, and then it's just kicked around. Like, the last time I was down one of our aisles that had a bunch of like stickers and stuff, a sticker package had been opened. So then there are stickers all over the place, and stickers, they're sticky, so they get stuck.
Ugh, I hate the packagings that just open up when they're hanging up. And
so they get stuck everywhere, and then you're like, oh well,
Now we got to pill this up.
Now we gotta figure out how to get all this up. And then some stickers I've been seeing around the store. You know how sometimes our price stickers?
Yeah.
We get like horrible price stickers.
Or we'll get the clearance stickers.
Yeah, all the stickers. There's like about 1,000 of them on the floor, just stuck to the floor.
Because they don't hold, or customers rip them off to see if there was another price underneath.
Exactly. So they're just stuck to the floor, and we can't get them off because we'd have to sit there and scrape all day. And it looks so bad, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do here?
Right.
It's so irritating. But yeah, like, don't open packages, people. Like, buy it. And if it doesn't work, you can bring it back if you didn't use it. But don't just open it and spread it all over the place.
Oh, no.
This is going to be one of those episodes that I'm really irritated.
Oh, yeah. I can sense it.
I am not a happy cookie.
The side eye I'm getting, and I'm not even the customer.
I'm not a happy cookie when these things happen. Messes are the biggest thing that make me mad.
And let me tell you, it's not always customers that are responsible for it either. Going back to paint, which was not my friend for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, no.
We just unloaded truck for this week.
Okay.
And whoever loaded the truck punctured the seal on a giant gallon tub of paint that was stacked in a box full of other product.
Oh, no.
So when we pulled it off the truck, none of us knew it was leaking until it got near the end of the truck and almost into our store, where paint started pouring out of the box.
Oh.
And we go to move the box so we can try to, get the paint put into something so we can, not get it on the floor.
Yeah.
The bottom of the box collapses out and everything goes into the paint.
No.
So what wasn't already covered in paint when the jug first got punctured is now covered in paint.
And that's all new product, so we can't put it on the floor.
Well, luckily most of it was in plastic wrapping.
Okay.
So once the paint's dry, we could just rip that packaging open and the product inside is still safe.
Good.
But it got over a food product that we cannot sell. Even if the packaging was not open on the food product, it's got paint on it, a toxic substance. We cannot sell it. And we tried to clean it up, and we got paint on one of our other co-workers' pants, and they were mad.
No.
Paint was not my friend this week. And just to show you, messes do not always just come from customers. It can come from other associates.
Yes. Because technically the truck is not technically for...
Technically,
it's for
who
us,
loads
but it's
the
not
truck
us.
is our company. But the trucks that deliver the products are not.
Exactly.
And I don't know if it was from those who loaded the truck or from the truck just being driven.
No.
So I'm not trying to cast specific blame here.
Yeah, no. But
it's just a series of events that just led to
just
more
irritating.
mess.
Exactly. It's just irritating in the sense of you don't want messes.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Seriously.
You don't want messes. But we get messes anyway. Like, one thing that really irritates
Crumbles
me.
your cookie.
Crumbles my cookie. One thing that really crumbles my cookie is people when they bring food into the store.
Or drinks.
And they just... The other day I found a bunch of crushed up vanilla wafers. And I am a vanilla wafer fanatic.
Ooh.
All over the floor.
In the
all over the floor.
packaging or just...
No, out, just smack on the floor. Like, it had been like 3 or 4 crushed up cookies on the floor. Like, nobody had a care in the world. Like, no one decided to go tell someone that their kid had dropped cookies. And okay, maybe they didn't see their kid drop a cookie. I don't know. But it was just crushed up all over the floor. So I had to, and I didn't even get to it till the end of my shift. So it's been there all day. I have to sweep it up.
Not to mention if they've been stepping on it, how much has been dragged through the entire store.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, that. And then we have carts like, that run over those things, and other people don't see it.
And them shopping carts are a mess in their own right.
Oh my gosh. Seriously, if another person leaves a cart and just abandons it because they didn't want to buy anything.
Or, they change their mind, but they leave the food wrappers and their drink cups in the cart. Mm-hmm. Do we look like we are a recycling or trash facility? No. Another
thing, speaking of wrappers, the thing that really crumbles my cookie is when people, so we have, the queue line, which is the line that, people come through.
Which whoever came up with the definition for queue line.
Yeah.
I could see if it was in the shape of a queue, calling it queue line. It's a Z line.
Yeah. So whatever. I guess Q as in QUE.
I don't know. I think it's just Q.
I'm not a good speller. I'm sorry. But my mother Cookie is not gonna be happy with me, but it's fine.
Big Cookie mad.
But they walk through the line, and there's candy and
drinks, chips,
all that. Other products that are there
meant to catch your attention right before you check out.
Exactly. Actually, I think in high school or college, I don't remember, but they told us that those things, I forgot, there's a term for it, but
impulse.
It's an eye-catching thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to get buy.
you to you're almost to the cash register, you're about to leave, you want something, sure. Well, so, but what crumbles my cookie is when people take the little chocolates we have.
Oh yeah.
The small packages, and they eat it, and then they just stuff the package somewhere so they don't have to pay for it. It's 89 cents. Calm
seriously.
Yourself. You didn't eat it that bad. And they'll eat it in line, and then they'll just stuff it somewhere. And so then I'm finding wrappers everywhere because someone's been eating candy and they didn't pay for it.
And technically, even if we see it, we can't say anything because it's counting as shoplifting, and then stores have policies to keep you from confronting shoplifters.
That too.
So it's a catch-22 situation.
Exactly. It's so, and we can't even technically even question them. We have to be oh, do you still need to check out? We have to be I wouldn't say passive aggressive.
We got to be a passive aggressive post-it note about it.
Yeah, but we have to be, sly in the way that we ask. But we can't confront.
Are you finding everything all right? If you need that cut, our associates at the cut counter can cut that for you.
Yeah, we can't confront them of being wait, you're taking this, you need to pay for this.
Right.
We can't do that, which I think is crazy. But whatever. I'm not in charge of the policies, but it's just stop making messes. That's what I want to say. Stop making messes.
Speaking of messes, when customers will drop or break things.
Oh, yes.
Now, some people may not consider this a mess, but to a lot of us, depending on what it is considered a mess. Drop a candle. Wax goes everywhere.
Yes.
Glass goes everywhere.
Yes.
We got to clean it up or people could get hurt. Mm-hmm. Just glass in general.
Yes.
Same issue.
It's so funny being up at the cash register.
And you hear a loud
Whenever
crash.
I hear a loud crash, I'm just please no. Please no.
I'll hear a crash and I'll be I'm going to get the broom.
Please no. Speaking of crashes, I was... This is a bad cookie moment for me.
Oh, trust me. We've all got our spoiled milk and bad cookies.
This is a bad cookie moment for me. But there was this mom, and she had her two kids, and one kid's in the basket, and the other kid, is too old or whatever, so he's holding on to it. He wants to hold on to it. And I don't know why customers just let their kids run rampant, but whatever. I'm not a mom.
I think I know which event you're talking about.
But this kid is trying to do donuts with the cart while his brother is in the cart. And know exactly the mom has turned her back around. But I see this happening, but I'm working with a customer, so there's not much I can do. And it's not I can yell at this kid.
Right.
That's against policy.
We're not paid to be parents.
Exactly. So I'm turned back. I'm working with this customer. The customer leaves, and then all of a sudden I hear this big crash.
Ooh.
And then I hear this wailing. And I turn around, and our other coworker, B, is with me, and he runs over, and we're both looking at the situation. Well, the cart had flipped over.
Right.
The little boy wasn't hurt. He's okay.
I remember coming up running to the situation.
The mom was terrified, and the little boy was I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. But I was more concerned with because they were playing with this cart right next to one of our shelves that's full of mugs.
Yes.
It's full of mugs. So the cart had hit the mug cart and fell over, but none of the mugs fell. And I was so relieved
Priorities. Got them in check.
I was so relieved. I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, thank you. None of the mugs fell. And then my human self came back.
The employee side took over, and then after that was checked, it went to humanity.
The good cookie came back and was like, oh no, is he okay?
We know where chocolate chip cookies priorities lie.
I'm so sorry. I felt so bad, and it was so funny because me and B were cracking up laughing after that because we both were like, I was just worried about the mugs. And I felt so bad because I was just like, I just didn't want to clean up a big mess.
I'm sorry, but when customers fall due to their own stupidity, I know we're supposed to see if they're okay, but the urge to just laugh is so hard that we have to fight it and keep a straight face.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, I was just so worried about
the mugs, obviously.
And the mess. I was like, if these fall, I was so worried that we were going to have to clean up a huge mess of mugs. And I was so relieved that we did it.
But all of that hand in hand said and done is when you break a product, that policy of you break it, you buy it is no longer existent.
Not
so that
really,
people just feel like, oh, I broke it. No, well, I ain't got to do nothing about it.
Exactly. And it's so sad to see. I will say, because we always try to end
on a good note.
A good cookie.
On a good cookie.
On a good cookie. We always try to end with a good cookie story. I will say there are some really good customers that when they see something, they bring it to us.
Their attention.
They bring it to our attention, or they bring the item to us and go, oh, this is whatever.
Right.
This is broken, or this is
expired,
or this is
damaged.
Anything of that.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate them because sometimes, like I said, we don't see everything.
Right.
We really don't. Like, our store isn't as big as some other stores, but our store is pretty big.
Yeah.
And you know who I feel bad for is I feel bad for those of you that work at bigger companies such as Wally Mart or the Target or anything with like groceries. The amount of times when I was in Wally Mart the other day, the amount of times I went down an aisle and just random food products that needed to be cold.
Right.
Were in
warm areas.
Places. I was like, I would lose my mind working here. Someone would have to get hurt. Like,
because I think in that case, they actually have to check that item to see how cold it is. If it's still really cold, it could go back. If it's done warm,
then it's damaged.
Yeah, they got to damage it.
And that's wasted product. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, if I came into your job
or your house
and just opened your refrigerator and threw everything in places that it's not
or,
supposed to be.
opened your milk to see what it looked like and just poured it all over the floor to see the consistency.
Like, oops. And then just walked away. You would be mad. Customers,
you would be irate and livid.
Come on, customers. We got to do better. I swear, every single cash register, if you give them an item, they have a bin to put it in.
Right.
I promise you, hands down, 10 out of 10, if you hand them an item, they have a bin.
I changed my mind.
Exactly. They have a bin for you to put it in. I promise you. That's all you have to do. And if you have a cart full of stuff and you don't want it, take it to the cashier and be like, I just decided against this, or I don't have enough money for it. Or if you see an associate
on the floor, let them know, hey, I changed my mind.
Exactly. Don't just abandon stuff. We don't know where everything is. Come on. We got to do better.
Or we don't have the time to put everything back where it goes.
Got to do better. But yes. But I do thank you. I thank you, customers, that
bring it to our attention or go, oh, I know where it's at. I'll go put it back.
Yes. It's so refreshing. It's so nice. I thank you. I really appreciate you. I would love to hand you a cookie because you are wonderful. Yes. Well, MC, that's the end of this baking session.
Oh, yeah.
Follow us on our Twitter page at FBN2022 or Instagram at FBN Nightmares. Sorry, let me repeat that. At FB Nightmares. 2022 to participate in polls on what stories you want to hear next, and use our email freshlybakednightmares@gmail.com to send in your own stories like our last fan submission.
Right.
You might be in the next fan episode.
And listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Don't forget to bake up those likes, comments, and subscribes. And as always,
That's how the cookie crumbles.
and don't cry over spilt milk.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.